Hello YouTube, this is Kyle again, and I'm taking a quick break from my Go programming tutorials, and I'm going to show off something that I built before I started on those. It's actually my very first Minecraft CPU. This is 100% pure redstone, no mods, no alterations to the Minecraft jar, and it's well, not, I wouldn't say legit, since that's generally understood to mean that I built it using resources that I collected in game. I actually just used creative mode. But yeah, it is a real working CPU. And so its basic specifications include 32 bytes of RAM, single read, not dual read or anything fancy like that. It has an 8-bit address decoder, so it's expandable up to 256 bytes. It has an ALU capable of CSum, add, and, or XOR not, left shift, right shift in ascending order by their opcodes. CSum is just a Boolean function. It returns true or 0 if an addition produces an overflow. The ALU inputs come from a register called the accumulator and from an address in memory, which is determined by the currently selected pointer. The pointer's address in memory is also the only way to access memory. I thought it was a good idea at the time because whenever I wrote programs, I noticed I used a lot of the same variables over and over again. So I thought I'd build an architecture that was optimized for that. It turns out to be a very bad idea. But anyway, these are the instruction set. This is the original specification that I wrote, except I haven't built the input and output system yet, so that part is, don't worry about it. I have a simple little demonstration program coded into the program memory right now, and so the way it works is we're just doing 16-bit addition. We're adding two 16-bit numbers together, and we are getting a sum. And this is actually an 8-bit CPU. So the way I do the carry into the upper 8 bits is by using that CSum function we mentioned earlier to check whether there is a carry into the upper 8 bits. And so with the numbers we've input right now, which are 0E0, 00E0 and 0010, we shouldn't get an overflow. The sum should be 00F0. And so we'll just run the program with that loaded in and see what we get. We'll know the program has completed execution when these 3 lines are lit up and that line is off. That is opcode E, which is the system interrupt. It stops the program execution, and execution doesn't continue until the system resume is triggered, which is what I just did by pushing that button there. So now, since I don't have input and output set up yet, we're just going to be going on the values in the registers. So when the execution of the program has completed, P1 should have a value of 0, P2 should have a value of E0, P3 should have a value of 0, and P4 should have a value of 1, 0. P5, which is where the upper 8 bits of our sum are going to be stored, should have a value of 0, and P6 should have a value of F0. I'm going to check on the progress of the program execution now. I'm sure it's finished already. Indeed it is. Let's check on the state of the machine now. Now this machine is in fact Turing complete. It has all the necessary attributes for that. It has the ability to access all locations in its memory, any location in its memory at any point during its program execution. It's just a matter of selecting a new pointer and loading a new value into it. It is capable of performing arithmetic and logic operations on values in memory. It has branching, both conditional and unconditional. Great, I've lost. Gotta get there. Okay, so I've already shown this. I've already shown P3, right? Yeah, that has a value of 0. P4. Then P5 has a value of 0. P6 a value of F0. Finally, I will run the program one more time, but this time we will produce a carry into the upper 8 bits, and I'll just do that by placing this torch back here. It had occurred to me later on that the incorrect output might have been caused by the excessive lag creating block update issues. So I ran the program again off camera and I did get the correct input. I'd like to have done it without going off camera just for accountability's sake, but it was a necessary evil. So anyway, this time we have the correct output. P1 has a value of 0, P2 has a value of F0, well, if I can just get in line with it. P3 has a value of 0. P4 has a value of 1, 0. P5 has a value of 1. P6 a value of 0. And P7 and P8 don't really matter in this program because P7 is just our pointer and P8 is just an unused register. So anyway, there you have it.